Hi guys, welcome back to Imiter of Perfection. I am the wannabe pastry cook and we are here for fall winter with numero uno. Yes. So, listen, we've got a great collection for you. This new collection has literally, I'm so sorry guys. Hi guys, welcome back to Imiter of Perfection. I am the wannabe pastry cook and we are here for fall winter with one. Yes, we have got an amazing collection for you today. Now let me tell you something. This collection includes my new favourite bonbon. I know, so I'm so excited to show you guys this collection. Now, let's just get into it. I know that we're looking a bit a match with a red background but green tablecloth and I'm wearing orange, giving traffic cone realness. But listen, we'll get to it. So we'll start with the two-piece box as always. So thank you guys for shopping the previous collection. That collection, honestly, that collection has our most sold 9-piece box. People adored that collection. People adored the Bonbon 310, the strawberry and peanut butter. So thank you guys, and yeah. So the two-piece box, as always, it wouldn't be a collection without the chocolate social, would it? So the chocolate social is our staple bonbon. We love and adore it, and it is in every single collection. And I cannot picture a collection without it. And I say that all the time, but it is so true. It is just such a nice salted caramel, and it remains to this day to be Mason's favourite. Even though he's celiac, so he's not been able to try the new one that I love, okay? But so far, this is Mason's favourite. And it's a lot of you guys' favourite as well, so I mean, that's why it's a staple. So for this story about the chocolate social, Mason is going to place a card in this corner here to our debut collection where you can learn all about the chocolate social. You know, we don't want to repeat ourselves for our regulars, so we'll just leave it at that. And then in the two-piece, this is good. This is my favourite. This is my favourite bonbon. Are you ready for this? This one's called Shh. And it's not like an aggressive shh. It's just like, you know, like a shh. So, this bonbon is actually a story from my Beatson days. So, before Beams, I used to work at a little restaurant in Barnsley, in Cawthorne, and that was my first ever paid job. I just need to find the date where I started the job. So I basically found out about this job through my driving instructor, who obviously was giving me driving lessons at the time, and his friend, he knew, so I don't know if it was like a friend or an acquaintance, was the head chef at this restaurant. And obviously I was doing catering at college, so he just basically hooked me up with the connection, and yeah, they were looking for people to join the team, and I joined, and I went for the job and I got it, and I got notified that I got the job on the 12th of October 2016. Yeah, I was 17. Yeah, and you know, it was a really small team in the kitchen. There was I'll put like a little family tree to just show you how small it was, because there was literally like the owners at the time, then there was just the head chef, a sous chef, and then me and the other person, because they recruited two people at the same, you know, they recruited me and another person, and this other person happened to be someone I was going to college with, who I did not know went for the job. He didn't know that I went for the job, I didn't know that he went for the job. But yes, it was just basically 4 of us in the kitchen. It was a really nice small team. And yeah, and honestly, I absolutely loved it. I wouldn't say that it was the best job for my career, like professional wise, it wasn't like an amazing job. It was the only fine dining restaurant in Barnsley at that time. But like, I mean, where I am in 2023, looking back at it, you know, it wasn't it was more like a gastro puppy kind of food. But you know, people-wise it was amazing. Not necessarily kitchen-wise because the head chef was a bit. It's okay. Check the disclaimer, please read the disclaimer at the start of the video. I do not want to be getting sued, but in my opinion, he was a twat. But everyone else was lovely, and like, you know, we had such a good relationship with the waitresses and the pot washers, and it was honestly such a nice, youthful vibe. So yeah, oh my god, Mason. What's that? I sense a bad bitch and I smell Gucci Flora. Someone's coming!
I've been on. Tell me who gon' take me off, take me off, take me off, take me off.
I've got with me my best friend and loyal customer of Imiter Love Perfection, Darcy Brown. So Darcy, tell us a bit about you currently.
I am 2 years after graduating university, so at the minute I've got a history degree and I'm doing some tour guiding at a local museum called the Tompkins Museum. I absolutely love doing that because I can apply my research that I did at university and I get lots of really lovely feedback from that. And I'm just trying to kind of properly launch my career in kind of the museum and culture, maybe arts sector as well, so I'm just trying to get in there. And then other than that, I enjoy hobbies like shopping.
Shopping, of course.
Eating out at nice places, walking my dog, yoga, and reading, so yeah.
Perfect. So Darcy's here today because remember that I said that how like all the waitresses and waiters and everything and the pot washers, like we're all like one little team. Well, we kind of called ourselves the Beats and Bays. That was kind of like the little squad name. And the only people that were allowed to be Beats and Bays were basically people that we approved.
Yeah.
That sounds really, but it wasn't like that, no. It's just like the waitresses, the waiters and the pot washers. So it wasn't really any of the cooks or chefs or anything apart from myself and, you know, I think one or two other ones. But, you know, it was just like, my necklace got stuck. Okay. Sorry, we're back. Sorry about that. Okay, so, yeah, as a team, we were so like, I kind of feel like because everyone that was there, like this wasn't like our forever jobs, you know what I mean? We were all there temporarily and, you know, we were all working towards separate, different dreams and everything. You know, people that were there were either in college or sixth form or uni and, you know, we just all got on so well and that's probably the only place that I worked where we all really, really got on like that, you know, like with the front of house and everything, like it was absolute bliss. When we started, there was a certain set of owners and then it kind of changed hands after a year or two, I think it was after a year.
Yeah.
And then we had a different set of owners and let's just say it was quite stressful with the other set of owners, wasn't it? I mean, yeah. Basically how it worked was there was a hot kitchen here which did like the hot starters and the mains. Then there was like a corridor to the pot wash area and the cold kitchen which did all the desserts and then the cold starters. And so all the girls and then later on the waiters, because when we started it was predominant, it was all women.
There was no waiters at all.
There was no waiters, it was all just all waitresses and then later on
we had 2, 3.
Yeah, but anyone that was in private school, because that's where
rugby.
Yeah,
Rugby boys.
Yeah, rugby boys, because they only recruited private school people after a certain point, you know, because the owners.
People's dads who were open heart surgeons.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah, only the rich people, because the owner sent the kids to private school, so she decided to use the school as recruiting ground. But anyway, so yeah, basically what would happen is towards the end, because people would just get so stressed for no reason, because you know there was a stress the environment created, and it was really cute actually because I kind of feel like it brought out the niceness in everyone. Like for example, we'd send like little notes. I'll throw some notes upon them because I've still actually got some at home. Some like little notes that we sent between like the bar area and like the cold kitchen. We just get like the waitresses to run notes, and then if anyone was like stressed, like they could come into the cold kitchen and like we'd give them some ice cream and you know, there was this one girl who actually, because there was a chest freezer, and if you stood on the chest freezer in the corner, you could actually like hide. And there was this one girl that was on the bar, and she was so stressed, and like the owner was like shouting at her. Her name was Anna. She was like Anna, and then the girl like just literally hopped on the freezer and hid in the corner, you know. And so like this bonbon is called Shh, and it's flavoured malted milk. Now, malted milk it's basically like the centre of a Malteser. That's how the best way to describe the flavour. And that's because the ice cream that I always used to feed people mostly was malted milk by Yummy Yorkshire. Now Yummy Yorkshire is obviously a northern brand. It's quite close to where we were working and it's close to where I live. And they make amazing ice creams. I don't think you can get them in London because I was Googling if I could bring some in for this, but...
Yeah, you can only get it in Yorkshire, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Or maybe just outside of Yorkshire as well, but you can't get it in London unfortunately. But we'll put up a picture, and if you're ever up north, then you know.
It's one of the few things that you can't get in London. Usually.
And that's better up north.
Usually it's the opposite.
It's always the water and the ice cream.
The water and the ice
So
cream.
yeah, that's basically why we flavoured it with this flavour, and also the colouring is kind of. It's like a goldy yellow because that's kind of like the colour of the ice cream, and then you can see the chocolate coming through at certain bits because obviously we put this with secret recipe sticky toffee pudding.
Very secret.
Very secret, so secret that everyone uses the recipe nowadays. But yeah, so that's kind of why you can see the chocolate through it, because I had the option to just do like a cover spray, you know, like for example like the chocolate social house where you cannot see any chocolate. But no, that's why we're doing it like this. Do you want to try one?
Oh yeah.
So the 4-piece box, this just contains 2 chocolate social and 2 shh. And as you can see, there you are. You can have one.
Don't mind if I do.
There you are.
Okay, please don't.
Also, another thing with this is that this is literally like my new favourite flavour, and it's just basically a malted milk ganache all the way through. Guys, it's future Declan popping in here.
Future Darcy.
But listen, Darcy just needs to explain herself and this face, okay? Because it looks like Mason's got a gun to her head behind the camera, and it also looks like she hates it. So, Darcy.
Okay, just to clarify, even though my face might suggest otherwise, I was really, really, truly concentrating on the flavour of the bonbon. And I loved it. And I just wanted to clarify that because the last thing I would want would be for people to think that I was not enjoying trying this new flavour, because I really was. It's just, like I said, was really studying and thinking through and enjoying the experience of tasting it for the first time.
It was her concentration phase.
It was my concentration phase, so please do not think that I was just doing a very poor job of masking what I was thinking, because that's not the case.
And Mason did not have a gun to her head.
He did not.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not even like multi-layered or anything, it's just one thing of malted milk ganache, and it is so nice. I love it. Do you like it?
Mm-hmm. It's
Honestly,
very reminiscent.
It is very reminiscent, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But no, I absolutely adore it, and yeah. Can you remember there was? It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is my new favourite one.
So lovely.
But no, I mean we had fun at Beatson. You know, we did really, really have fun. You know, obviously there was moments, wasn't there? That was annoying. Like for example, the owner, she kept coming in on this is the people that, because the first set of owners were lovely.
Yes, absolutely.
And then the second set were. She was a bitch. She was a bitch. I do not like her. And we can say that because of the disclaimer at the start of the video, that's just my opinion, and I'm sure that she had an opinion about me, and she did voice that. You know, we had plenty of arguments in her office. But yeah, I do not like her at all. But no, there was a bit where she was just very, very desensitized, I think. Like, for example, her kids went to private school. And there was this one day where we always had a little break from just before we started service to people arriving, and in that break, like that was a time where like once everything had been done, we'd get like a 5-minute chat and everything. And so we were just having a chat, and like there was one of the waitresses had just come straight from sixth form, and it was, I forgot where she went to sixth form, but it was quite far afield, and she just basically come directly from a lecture, got changed in the car, and was here. Like, you know, and a lot of the waitresses were like that, you know what, they'd come straight from sixth form or college or uni after a full day just to do a shift, and like, so she just got in, you know, she was all fussing and everything, and then the owner just kind of came in and said, I'm like, oh, I've had such a stressful day. I've had to run the kids to and from school.
Can you make me a green tea?
Are you kidding? Are you kidding? That has been your stress of the day. Oh God forbid, you've had to travel like 20 minutes each way to take your kids to private school in a bloody Range Rover.
So my favourite story was we desperately needed a mop, and there was never enough money in the budget for a mop, but there was plenty of money in her private budget for Range Rovers. What else was there now?
Private school tuition.
Private school tuition, but we couldn't afford a mop, and so we just had to make do with this, frankly, dreadfully, what's the word? How do you describe the mop?
It was
like falling
deficient.
Deficient, just rubbish. Of course, there was not enough money in the budget, and she didn't let us forget that either. So.
No, and that was, it was, you know, it was one of them places where it was just all, she was just selfish. I mean, like, we'd be so busy on it, because Sunday would be the busiest day, because we'd have 2 sit-ins, and like, all the girls would be running around like mad, you know, like trying to get the thing turned around, like get the whole restaurant turned around between sit-ins, and she'd just roll in, but to be like, the tablecloth on table 2 needs changing. And she's like, well, just do it yourself. They'll get to it. They'll get to it. They're doing it. And it was just one of them things where, like, but she could have done it, or she'd be like, oh, guys, table 5 need clearing. And it'd be like a table of 2, and it's just like, just clear it yourself, you know, because the girls are busy. It's not like they're just standing around doing nothing. Not
always.
Not always. But no, it was one of them places, and like, especially because after the meal, obviously quite a few people had teas and coffees, and they were like running around trying to get everyone's teas and coffees done, and she'd come and go,
yeah.
Can someone make me a latte? Bearing in mind there'd be one coffee machine, a whole row of tickets of like coffees that need doing, and it was oblivious. She was just oblivious.
Yeah, she was very.
But I think that's one of the reasons why we became such good friends, because it was like trauma bonding.
Yeah.
And then like me, Darcy, and this other girl called Emily, who I'm sure she'd love to be here today, but she's
in Australia.
She's just travelling the world and having fun, and we wish Emily, if you're watching this,
we wish you the best.
We wish you the best.
We really miss you.
We miss you, and we need to have a sit down dinner with a boyfriend, because we need to like just make sure that everything's good. You know what I mean? We still haven't met him properly.
No.
But no, yeah, we kind of started doing things like outside, and
yes.
there was this one time, because on a Sunday, with the leftover meat for the roast dinners, they used to they eventually started giving us sandwiches.
Yes, eventually.
And basically the waitresses, obviously because they were allocated rooms, they would take it in turns to have this sandwich while the other one covers the room. And it was kind of like a mad rush to have the sandwich.
Yeah.
So Darcy was having the sandwich, one of the last ones to have her sandwich, and she'd just been covering everyone, and you came in to have your sandwich, I don't know if you remember, and the head chef came in. This was because she was in the cold kitchen just having a sandwich.
I remember.
And the head chef came in and was like, just basically started bollocking her for having the sandwich, and were just making out as if she were just stood there eating. And like,
which I was, but it's because I was hungry.
Yeah, it was her turn. It was her turn.
Yeah.
And he started to start, and I remember I was just like, she has just come in. And then obviously I got a bollocking, but it meant that we were all in it together.
Yeah.
But
that was
that was so fun.
Well, that wasn't for me.
Not for you, but it was nice kind of like retaliating with him, because he couldn't take it.
He couldn't take it. I remember when you did. I do now remember briefly, and I remember his face when you answered him back.
Yeah.
He was a bit taken aback, really.
He was pretty taken because he doesn't expect it, but
No.
unfortunately that's how it is, isn't it?
Yes.
But no, it was fun and we kind of bonded over that.
Yeah, we did.
And a lot of the guys from Beatson bonded over that. And listen, I made some amazing friends there. I know that Darcy did, and there's some amazing people out there who we used to work with, you know, and I wish, we've not seen them in a while. Every now and again we kind of got together, didn't we? I think the last time was in 2021.
And then the lockdown ruined everything.
And then the lockdown, well, this was actually just after the lockdown, remember? Because we all went to Tompkins.
Oh yeah.
And, well, not all of us, but yeah, no, it was lovely. But we need to get together again.
Absolutely.
If you're a Beatson Bay and you're watching this, then I hope that you're well. We need to all get together. So we'll try and sort something out. But anyway, so yeah, that's the 4-piece box. And actually no, we've got some truffles. We've not had some new truffles in a while, but we've got the 9-piece box, and Mason does the ribbon, by the way.
It always looks so pristine.
That's because Mason does it. That's because I do not do it. Oh,
look at that.
Look at that. So here we have 3 The Chocolate Social, 3 and 3 This is £32.10. Okay, so Mason, would you just be able to pass me my bag, please? Okay, so Beatson was my first paid job. And £32.10 was the amount from my first ever pay slip, which I've got with me today. I'm going to block out obviously the private information, but yeah, £32.10 was my first ever pay slip. Can I see that, Mason? So yeah, dated the 21st of the 10th, 2016. And listen, we got paid £5 an hour, and back then that was a lot.
That was a lot.
Like, we were like, wow, and I worked 6.42 hours. I didn't get taxed or pay any national insurance because it was my first ever paycheck. And yeah, and listen, money is very important, and it's something that I love a lot. We all need it to survive. So I think it's just important, and it's just, you know, I've always kept every single pay slip that I earn because, you know, I've worked hard for it. So I always kind of keep a record. But when I thought about what I would have spent my money on at that time, I didn't really know. And then I went and looked through my statements, and it was all cash withdrawals for taxes, because I live in a place where there's only a bus every 2 hours, and I was at college, so like, you know, if I had to go to work after, I just got a taxi. And any guesses where else I spent my money?
Probably Costa.
Yes, Costa. And that was before I liked mockers. Look, Costa should literally sponsor my life. I've got a mocker over there. I had a mocker yesterday, I had a mocker the day before, and guarantee it's all from Costa. So this is empty now, unfortunately, but I will be getting a refill later. But at that time, it was before I liked mockers, because anyone that knows me knows that like a mocker is what I have at a coffee shop.
I can't imagine you not having them.
No, but back in 2016, I didn't have mockers, so I had
to. What did you have?
Well, I had like hot chocolates, but like I didn't have them all the time. But Costa brought out a Black Forest one.
You still, now and then you will still have that one.
Yes, because they keep bringing that one back. And they, you know, so that's what I used to have, and every now and again I treat myself to it, but then every now and again became like more frequent, because, you know, when I'm getting paid and I had my money, you know what I mean? Like, it'd be like, right, I'm gonna go to Costa. So this, £32.10 is Black Forest flavoured, and I also used to have like the whipped cream on top. So at the top of this, there's just like a smidgen of fondant, Black Forest fondant, and then the rest is a Black Forest ganache. Do you want to try?
Oh yeah, I do.
The paycheck, as you will have seen when Mason showed you on the screen.
Again, guys, the concentration face is back. I really did, in truth, enjoy this bonbon a hell of a lot. And again, I was just focusing on the flavours and the experience of tasting it for the first time. So, once again, the face and the true feelings do not match up.
Is white and this royal blue. And And that was just the colour that I started to associate with my payslip, so that's why it's this colour. What do you think? It's nice, isn't it?
That tastes just like the Black Forest thing from Costa. It really does.
Oh, there we are.
It's delicious.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So yeah, I mean, this box is just, this is honestly probably my favourite box that I've created, just purely because of this middle one. And I mean, the salted caramel is great, and this one is just, it's very, very nostalgic for me personally. So yes, and to go with the whole collection, we've actually got some new truffles. With the Mason's truffles are still in stock, and they are very, very important. £2 goes towards Mason's top surgery, so please go and purchase. You know, I saw quite a lot of them falling through Yorkshire
They're
Claw.
just really fun, aren't they?
They
They're
are.
fun and they're delicious.
But they're so nice. They are
Yeah.
so nice. You know, and I mean, who doesn't love a mint fondant? And they are. You can have them all year round.
You can.
You know,
Have
but
them as an after dinner mint, for goodness sake. Like,
Yeah.
have an upgrade from an after 8 just for once.
just for once. And
Come on.
so they are still available to purchase. And the new truffles to go with the collection are Black Forest truffles. So these are actually coated in my hot chocolate powder, because obviously the truffle was essentially based off of the Black Forest hot chocolate. So these are coated in my Essentials hot chocolate powder, which is available to purchase on the store. And they contain a Black Forest ganache. And this is the first truffle where it's just been a ganache inside. In fact, this is the first truffle where a ganache has actually entered, because the past ones have been salted caramel and fondants and soft sets, you know, like the strawberry truffles.
Yeah.
So these, yeah, do you want to have one?
Oh, yes.
Of course.
I'm not going to say no.
So these ones inside, can you see them? Zoom in, let the people see.
That is so lovely. It tastes just like nostalgic, because it tastes just like, because your hot chocolate is nostalgic.
Yeah.
That's how that tastes as
It
well.
is. It just tastes like, yeah, a flavoured hot chocolate. It's well nice. Honestly, go get yourself a box. These will be £7.95, just like the speciality truffles are normally. But yes, honestly,
They're very
I adore
subtle
them.
as well, not in a bad way. They're just very, the flavour is really gentle.
Mm.
So if you're someone that kind of, you know, likes things that are not in your face, that is probably the one for you, I would say. So yeah.
Advertising for me.
Yes.
Sorry, I spoke with my mouth open. So yes, this is all.
Oh, she's
This
doing
is just the
that.
outro now. It's like, I do this all the time. I'm like, what did we say? Where are we at? But yeah, so this is a new collection. So this is for Winter Wave 1. You know, beautiful collection. Like I said, this 9-piece box is probably my favourite. And I'm not just saying this so people buy it. It genuinely has been my favourite one. So yes, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you, Darcy, for...
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, Darcy, I mean, we're in London. So thank
Yes.
you for coming down for a few days.
Welcome.
And yeah, doing all this with me. And yes, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.